All right, so this movie is the movie on where I'm going to show you exactly how we create a week's worth of programming classes for our classes from start to finish, so that hopefully other people besides myself can do it and do it better. This is by no means a very efficient process, but it's a process, and hopefully with other people doing it, they can improve on the process. So here we go. So the first thing is every week on Wednesday or early Thursday, we receive emails from our friends at Strong Together with the week's worth of programming for the CrossFit, which they call WOD classes, and the all-out classes. They come in 2 emails. First thing you should know is that every Thursday at noon, there is a programming meeting of the top coaches from all the facilities, and the people that put the programming together go through the program, explain it, you ask questions, there's input, and things of that nature. We are not locked into using their programming at all. We can change it any way we want. It's just there for us if we need it, and since someone else is doing part of it, we might as well use it as much as we can. So again, that meeting is every Thursday at noon. You do not need to do it from the box. You can use your phone by downloading the Zoom app and just entering the code that I will give you. The first thing you should know is that all of this, or most of this, is explained in the programming systems document. So on the server, on the desktop, on the main computer, there is a document called Strong Together Chelsea Systems. This Excel document right here, Strong Together Chelsea Systems. And this document is going to contain as much of everything we do. We try and write everything down so other people can do it without us having to recreate the wheel every time. And we have a table of contents in this document. And if you want to find a system on opening the box, emergency procedures, the music system, whatever, if we've created it, it's in here. And here is the programming system. You just click on that. It takes you directly to that system. And it's not completely fleshed out. That's part of what this video is for. But it contains things like the meeting code for the Zoom meeting, for the program meeting, etc. So that's all in here. So if you don't have to watch this movie every time or you forget it, we will print this out and have it in the standard operating procedures manual located at the box also. But all the codes and logins and all that shit are all in here, okay? So that's the Strong Together Chelsea Systems, and you can always refer back to that. All right, so first thing, we want to find the emails from Strong Together that contains this week of programming. And those are usually from Jess, and Joe does the all-out classes. So you can open my email. So feel free to open my email, which is the Outlook icon down here. And that email, you got to scroll down because I got 10,000 email addresses. That email is going to be in the Cyril at Country Spirit CrossFit email. And here's the programming from Jess. And yesterday I received the programming from Nivi. Oh no, that's the gymnastics course. Excuse me. It was down here a little farther, but I will find that. So first of all, we find the programming from Jess. I open up a blank Microsoft Word document and I copy all of the email program into that Microsoft Word document. And I give it a title of the date of this program, and I usually do that on the starting date. So this programming starts on Friday, June 29th, and you should know that the program, because the meetings are on Thursday, they go from the following Friday to the following Thursday. So it's Friday to Thursday, a week's worth of programming. They are not open on Sundays, so we need to create our own workout for Sundays. That's where our part of the creativity comes in. And they also do not have an O-lifting class, so we need to create that programming as well. Then I need to find the all-out classes, which are sent either the day before or that day or even after following the meeting. All right, so here we see that Nivi from Strong Together Fitness, they typically have all-out programming in the subject matter of the program, and I then take those and copy them to their respective days. First, I go through the document and I put the dates in and CrossFit and All Out so I can make sure the workouts are in the right place. So Friday would be the 29th. And then I do another title for the All Out. Make those bold. And then I go through and I copy the all outs from that email into their respective places in the document. One little trick I learned in doing this, because you're copying from a lot of different sources, I like to use the right mouse button and select this A, which means copy the text only. Don't copy any formatting. And that allows you to kind of keep the format. You don't have to go through and change a lot of formatting in your document. I'm going to save this document in we'll start from the beginning. So if you go to Strength from Within Fitness shortcut on my desktop, and under that is Systems, under that is Client Fulfillment, under that is Programming, and under that is Strong Together. So here's all the programming that we've done since we've started using Strong Together's programming, and I title the document as the date of the first day of the program, and then the word programming. So that's 6/29/18 programming. All right, so I've copied in all of the all-outs into the same document so that everything's in one document. And again, I get those from the email that we get from Strong Together, either from Nivi or from Joe. And then you go through the document and you'll see where they say Follow, Train, Heroic. So that is an online coaching program that we use. And you just go to the web. We usually have bookmarks for it, or you can just type in trainheroic.com. And it comes up like this. So you usually have to click up here in the right because it's not easily apparent how to log into this thing. So I click up here in the right part of their screen, and then up pops the sign up or login. You click in login. Again, the username and password are in the Strong Together Chelsea programming system. It's my email and the password country7, all lowercase. It's usually in the computers already. But that's what it is if you need it. So it'll bring up the Train FTW Tribe Coach. That is the program that we need to follow. You'll see that when you click on the date, so we want to see Friday's program. So I click on the calendar up here on the right, and I click on Friday, and there'll be 3 different options. Don't ask me what the difference is between these two, but the one we're supposed to use is this FTW Tribe Coach. All right, so don't use any of these. Click on the Train FTW Tribe Coach, and that'll bring up that workout for that day. And if you don't know something, so here's the warm-up. If you don't know something, it'll have these tips over here, and it'll show you videos of all of the different movements. So if there's a movement you're not familiar with, just click on that tips, and it will show you what those movements look like. All right. So I copy the warm-up, right-click copy, go to my Word document, type in warm-up, and remember, right-click and then select keep text only. Then you don't get the formatting all changed around and have to reformat everything. So you'll see that we copy the whole warm-up. Make sure you go through all the movements. Make sure there's nothing that you don't understand. We know all the movements, that they're appropriate for our athletes. And don't be afraid to do things that we don't do or haven't done because we're learning new things. It's all good. And I copy everything in here so the coaches can see, various scaling options and what the intended stimulus of the movements is. And it's very important to explain this stuff to our clients. Explain what the intended stimulus is for the workout, because they just don't know. Am I supposed to go fast on this, heavy, whatever? They need to know these things. So this Saturday's workout, we're doing a hero workout, and we put the text for the introduction of the hero workout that the coach has to read at the beginning of the workout to let everyone know what the hero workout is, who we're honoring, and a little bit of history of the hero or heroes in this case in the workout. So the coach can just read that right off with the rest of the programming. All right, so that is the first day and Saturday's CrossFit class. Now we have to program our Olympic lifting, or as we say it or call it, the barbell awesomeness class. And the way I do that is I use my Catalyst program that I use. That is a really good Olympic lifting program. It's pretty basic, but most of our Olympic lifters are beginners at best. So that's fine to use. And where that is located in is, again, Strength from Within Fitness, Systems, Client Fulfillment, Programming, and it's this Cyril 52316. That's when I did it. Catalyst Athletics 12-week basic cycle Excel spreadsheet. So open that up. It'll usually open to the last workout that we did, so you can check to see what the date is. I put the date under the day of the week. This day of the week doesn't mean anything. These are typically done every day when you're doing this program, but we only do it once a week because our lifting is just once a week. So you'll see like Thursday's workout we did on the previous Saturday. So don't pay any attention to this day of the week. We just go to the next one. So we did this one on the 23rd. So the next one, there's nothing below it. So I go to the next week. This is a 12-week program. And at the end, we just cycle back to the current or the first week and just would change the dates, obviously. So we're going to go to week 4. Go up to the beginning day, and you can delete the numbers in here because those were the numbers I used when I was doing this program, so it doesn't confuse you. Don't worry about any of this. extra stuff. Don't need any of that. Don't need any of these weights. These are just what I used. All you need are the percentages and the number of reps. So this is a power snatch and a snatch. That's one power snatch and 2 snatches. So that's counted as 3 reps. So it wouldn't be 3 power snatches and snatches. It would be 1 power snatch and 2 snatches, which is how they denote it here. Okay? So the first number is for the first movement, and the second number is for the second movement. So they do a power snatch and then 2 snatches. That equals 3 reps, and these are each of the sets. I put the date in here that we're going to do this so we know next time what we did last. So this would be for the 30th of the month. And then I simply copy this and go to my Word document, and I paste it in as an image. So you select the picture on the paste option, and that puts it in a nice format. And then I can just expand that so you can read it. Boom. And there's the lifting progression. Feel free to do any warm-up that's appropriate for these movements. And make sure you get rid of these weights in here, because those are, again, the weights I use, not the weights that other people are supposed to use. All right, so as I mentioned, Strong Together isn't open on Sundays. They even have limited classes on Saturdays. So we have to come up with our own Sunday workouts. But we need to come up with the rest of the week first and see what's on tap for the rest of the week so that we can appropriately program for Sunday, because if we're doing like 1,000,000 pull-ups or whatever in the rest of the week, we don't want to have to program those for Sunday also. So we need to have the whole week's program written out and understood before we can go back and program what's appropriate for Sundays. One thing, so we'll see here on Monday, we're doing the baseline workout, which is the rowing, air squats, sit-ups, push-ups, pull-ups, or ring rows. We do that once a month to see how our athletes are progressing on their fitness. And we do that once a month, and I wanted to know what the appropriate warm-up was that we did last time. So one thing I just learned is that you can go in to the directory that has the programming in it. So that's the Strong Together under Programming, under Client Fulfillment, under Systems, under Strength from Within Fitness. So this has all of the week's programming that we've done since we started using the Strong Together programming. And I wanted to see what warm-ups we've used and when we did the baseline the last time. This would also be useful in, for example, I thought that we just did the workout Diane not too long ago. So to see when did we do Diane last, you could type in the search up here and search within these documents for that wording. So what I want to do is search for the term baseline in these documents, within these Word documents, without having to open every one of them up. And the way you do that is you go to this little search field up here, you type in content and a colon, and then the word that you want to search for, and it'll automatically come up with the documents that have that word in it. And that's not surprising. And I opened this one up and saw basically what warm-up we did for the baseline, and that's how I got the warm-up for the baseline day. All right, so I've completed all the workouts for the whole week except for Sunday. So how do we figure out what workouts to do Sunday? Well, number one, as I mentioned, I look at the workouts that we've done all week and the previous weeks, and I try and do something that we haven't done so much for those days. So no sense in reinventing the wheel. If I have something on my mind, a workout, that's cool. But basically, I use our database of workouts from our history. We have over almost 4 years worth of workouts kept in one Excel spreadsheet, so it's easy to search. For the most part, they're all great workouts, and I picked some stuff that maybe we haven't done because we're doing Strong Together and Train Heroic stuff, something more original, Country Spirit CrossFit, or just something that I don't think our members have gotten and that we haven't done lately. So that is located, again, in Strength from Within Fitness folder, Systems, Client Fulfillment, Programming, Country Spirit CSC program. That contains all the workouts we did up until moving to our new facility. And I basically start at the top in the CSC workouts, the first sheet here, and I put a note where I stopped the last time. So I look through that document. I start at the top, and I find a strength maybe that we haven't done in a while. We have not done back squats in I don't know how long, definitely not this week. And then the workout as well. We've done pull-ups and power cleans and toes to bar this week, so I might substitute something else for the WOD. But I am going to pick this workout or this warm-up, and I'll copy and paste that to my document. Not warm-up. Warm-up. Mic's in the way. Again, you want to do a right-click and paste the text. But first, I want to do something fun. We need to incorporate more fun stuff for the adults, too. And we're going to take the first 4 minutes and play the pizza game. And you have to not just copy and paste things, but you need to look at everything in relation to if you make any changes. So I'm adding this 4 minutes of the pizza game, which is a lot of running, a lot of cardio, getting the heart rate and temperature up. So I'm going to eliminate the running in the row from the regular workout and just kind of have the stretching and the other stuff. So you need to be cognizant of that kind of stuff. And then what I do is I will highlight that row and put in a note in the note saying something like used warm up and strength on 6 or 7-2, whenever Sunday will be 7-1. So that we don't repeat this anytime soon. So then the last two things to do in the programming is to print out the Word document and then place a copy of that print out on the in the programming folder. Then I email, copy and paste, so I'll select it all and email the program to all our coaches. Then lastly, what we do is we paste a copy of the workouts on our blog, which is, you can click here and blog login on my Chrome or go to this website. Also, instructions on how to do our blog are located in the blog system in the Strong Together Chelsea system. So it's all in there, how to do that. So usually this is all filled out in here. I need to enter Strong Together our domain, sign in, click blog, click new blog, replace the title new blog post with the date of the first day of the program, title it workouts, paste the workouts, delete all of the warm-ups and any comments that are made just for coaches and things of that nature, and just pretty much have the workouts listed there. So then when you're done with that, make sure to select WOD instead of homepage and workouts as the subcategory. Save it. Oh, also very important last thing, at the very bottom of the WODs, make sure you put our website address, which is www.strongtogetherchelsea.com. This helps with the search engines and Google and all that good stuff. Thanks. Awesome. Appreciate it. Let me know if you have any questions.